what's your level of comfort with that? And I mean, how do you feel about when you guys do that and so many of your conference peers don't? They just play the one and then.
Well, for me, it's obviously I don't have control over those early years in our contract from a scheduling perspective, but yeah, I think big picture wise, it can be an advantage or disadvantage, based off the interpretation. Obviously, the 12-team playoff this year, being ranked, I think potentially may help us a little bit in that regard. If you balloon into a 16-team playoff, potentially you got to take into account: are we playing a ninth SEC game? Our Florida State game is not going away. Right? So, big picture for us, I think we've still got a few more Power 5s, Power 4s, I should say, on the schedule for the future. I think for us, we're focused on what we can do to get the team ready. I think we had those conversations with our AD. But yeah, hopefully the strength of schedule and the metrics that we're using to evaluate that. I think that's the important part here. How do we incorporate some of these analytics into evaluate, who you've played, how good they are, the body of work? I think that's the important part.
How were you guys able to turn a corner back half of last season?
Well, I think we have good kids. I think our staff, I think we built really good camaraderie, connection throughout the offseason. I just think the makeup of the locker room, ultimately, we don't get it done unless we have got a group that would take ownership. I think there was a high level of accountability from the players. We stuck it out, I think ultimately, the makeup of the locker room ultimately came out, and I think the majority of them are back.
Do you feel vindicated on that Florida stood by you and, could have gone either way it seemed like at times? I don't know what you felt, but you...
Yeah, I think that decision reflected the whole organization, and our body of work since we've been there, and their assessment of that group of people, and the direction of that group of people. I think that's the important part. I think on the inside, we've done a lot of really good things. I think we're currently as healthy as we've been culturally. And I think we've got a lot of good young talent. I think that contributes to, kind of the buy-in in terms of the vision of the program. So I think it's not necessarily a reflection of me as much as maybe a reflection of the entire group of people.
Lehman Jewelers offers more than 90 years of combined craftsman experience and is the leader in appraisals, estate, and custom jewelry. Kindness and integrity are our top values. Located in Turkey Creek and Maryville, Lehman Jewelers is your hometown jeweler of choice. Come experience the difference. Local Internet Pro, that's the home of Ty, the Internet Guy. Owner Ty Claiborne understands that different homes have different internet needs. Ty acts as a mediator between different cable internet providers and the homeowner while catering to your internet needs. He works with the homeowner from installation through implementation to save you money. Call Ty, the Internet Guy, 865-296-0285.
Coach, have you seen DJ Lagway progressing since starting to throw the football, getting through the rigors of the injury and coming back now?
Actually threw today, so he's doing good. 3 days a week, making really good progress.
He's throwing 3 days a week?
Mm-hmm.
Is he like 100%?
I don't know if we put a percentage on it right now, but he's he's where he needs to be to continue to progress.
What's the normal amount of time in a week you would want a guy to throw? Is it 3? Or
it's about 210 throws a week to be exact, but
it is? Okay.
Not counting the warm up. So yeah, I mean we're doing exactly what we would do this time of year that we've done in the past. So he's on schedule.
Okay.
Billy, there's obviously a wide range of money spent on football recruiting, depending on which SEC program. But I'm curious if kids on official visits can kind of tell like the investment that, or can tell that range, you know, when they're visiting Florida compared to, say, you know, the top dollar spenders or the people or the programs that may not spend as much money? Is that
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point in college football recruiting, salaries are part of the negotiation.
Sure.
You know, so, I mean, it's no different than hiring people. Now, you're recruiting. You know, many of you have taken jobs maybe where you like the place and the people. You took a little bit less money. I mean, we're in that same dynamic. Or maybe the money is substantially different and you pick up and move to the other side of the country, right? So it's just another variable that can be a significant factor, but oftentimes there's enough contrast to where maybe the other factors outweigh the salary. So I think it is what it is at this point.
Billy, there's so many numbers that get thrown out that it's hard to know what's real and what's not. But between rev share, NIL, like, what's the kind of ballpark number that you need in this current era of college football to be competing for playoff and things like that?
It's a loaded question. No, I think that a lot of that is to be determined based off the settlement. You know, I think we essentially have 3 buckets of money. You know, you've got rev share that comes from the university. You've got this collective bucket that is shrinking. There'll still be some of that gets approved. And then here comes the third party NIL that gets approved. So the settlement's going to determine that.
Right.
I think so. A lot of that's going to have to be, you know, with Deloitte, this approval process, what's that look like?
Sure.
So I think we'll know a lot more 6 months from now, 12 months from now. We need comps is what we need. We need profiles. We need anonymous, aggregated information that we can use to negotiate. The player needs it. We need it. You know, I think we look up 18 months from now, we're probably in a lot better place if we can get that.
Right.
If we can get, you know, what does QB3 make in A4 football?
Right.
What does, you know, what's the starting 5 offensive lineman make in A4 football? Right. I think that's what we need.
A.G. Hines Company. They've been around for over 100 years, selling building materials since anyone can remember.
We have an exceptional group of attorneys that work here. We're all trying to be better attorneys, be better advocates for our clients, be better people.
It makes me proud to be part of the team when I see how much the attorneys care about their clients.
It's truly one vision. I feel like every single person who works here has that same vision, and that's to treat all of our clients like family.
We've developed such a tight-knit team. Everyone is unified in being selfless in their representation.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
I mean, how hard is it right now to negotiate? I mean, a kid can come to your agent and be, hey, we got this offer from the X place, but it feels like it's almost impossible to even, you know, confirm some of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think every coach is probably frustrated right now. This 26 class in particular.
Right.
So it's better than it has been. That's what I would tell you. Wish we had a little bit more clarity on what's going to be approved via Deloitte and what's not going to be approved.
Right.
Yeah, Trev Alberts was calling it, what was he calling it, fair market NIL.
Yeah.
And just what's your kind of anticipation of that, or do you have any? Is it going to be tough to navigate?
Yeah, it's unknown. I mean, it's an unknown market. Yeah, I think a lot of this will settle. The dust will settle as we go here, but it's going to be what we can have conversations with a high school player. This is the first year where a guy signs scholarship papers and the financials are a part of the agreement. So how much of that is just rev share? How much of that is third-party NIL? That's the question.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Hey, Bill.
Thanks.
Where is DJ